Have you ever had that feeling that there's more to life than what we see on the surface? Well, what if I told you that feeling isn't just a hunch? It's a fundamental truth about our reality. And understanding that truth, that's the key to unlocking our real potential. So, let's dive in. First things first, we need to get a sense of scale. Just how much of reality are we missing? Well, it turns out what we see and touch and experience every day, it's just a tiny, tiny fraction of the whole picture. I want you to just take a second and look around you. The room you're in, the screen you're looking at, your own hands, seems pretty real, right? Our brains are basically wired to believe that what we perceive is reality. But what science is showing us is that this is a huge, massive illusion. Get ready for this number, 95%. That is the estimated amount of our universe that is completely invisible to us. It's made up of things called dark matter and dark energy, stuff we can't see, can't touch, can't directly detect. That means every star you've ever seen, every person, every single thing, it's all part of a tiny 5% sliver of what's actually out there. Kind of puts things in perspective, doesn't it? Okay, so if almost everything is unknown, how do we even start to wrap our heads around it? Let's use a simple map. This is a framework that's going to help us navigate not just what we know, but more importantly, what we don't know. All right, first up, we've got the known knowns. This is basically your comfort zone. It's all the stuff you know that you know. You know your name, you know how to make a cup of coffee, you know that the sky is blue. This is our home base, the foundation of our daily life. Next, we move into the known unknowns. Now this is where it gets interesting. These are the things you know you don't know. Like, maybe you don't know how to speak Japanese, but you're aware of it, or you're trying to figure out the best way to solve a problem at work. This is the realm of curiosity, of questions, and of intentional learning. And then, we have the most powerful category of all, the unknown unknowns. This is the stuff you don't even know you don't know. Think about it for a second. Before they were discovered, things like gravity, electricity, even germs, nobody was even looking for them. They were complete mysteries. Every single game-changing discovery in human history started right here, in this space. So you might be thinking, okay, this is a cool idea, but is it just some philosophical thought experiment? Nope, not at all. We have real, hard evidence for this vast, hidden reality. Let's take a look at what science and our own technology are uncovering. Modern science is just constantly revealing how beautifully strange reality is. We've already talked about that staggering 95% of the universe being invisible. But it gets even wilder. We now know that space and time aren't fixed. They can literally bend and warp. And on the tiny quantum level, particles can be in two places at once. Our everyday intuition just wasn't built for this stuff. You know, our senses are incredible, but they are also profoundly limited. We can only see a tiny little sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum. But technology? It's like giving ourselves superpowers. Telescopes let us peer billions of years into the past. AI can spot complex patterns in data that are completely invisible to the human eye. Technology is basically our window into that vast unknown. But this whole search for the unknown, it isn't just about looking out at the cosmos with a telescope. For thousands of years, wise traditions have been looking inward. And you know what? What they've discovered is just as mind-blowing. This is such a powerful idea. Your inner world really does create your outer world. That's not just some nice-sounding quote. It's a deep truth that ancient wisdom is taught for centuries, and now modern psychology is backing it up. Your thoughts, your focus, your beliefs, they literally shape the reality you experience. Long before modern science, these traditions understood that you can't always control the world, but you can train your mind. They taught that your attention is like a superpower. Wherever you point it, that's where your energy goes. And the very first step toward true wisdom, it starts with humility, with admitting that you don't have all the answers. So what's the big takeaway here? What does all this cosmic and inner world stuff actually mean for you day to day? It's actually pretty simple. How you relate to the unknown is the secret to your own personal growth. This is a powerful tool you can start using right now. Just think about it. When you were a little kid, you were an explorer, right? You dove into the unknown with curiosity, not fear. As a teenager, you started to question the assumptions you were taught. And now, as an adult, those moments where you feel stuck or confused, that's not a failure. That's your inner compass telling you it's time to explore a new map. So if you're feeling stuck or lost or just plain confused, that's not a sign that you're weak or that you failed. It's actually a signal that you're on the verge of a breakthrough. It's an invitation to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. That's where all the growth happens. So are you ready to start exploring that horizon? The best part is, you don't need any special skills or fancy equipment. All you really need is the right posture, the right mindset. Let's break down how you can begin.
Here are 5 really simple ways to start your journey. First, ask better, deeper questions. Second, just spend a little time in silence. Third, intentionally learn something that feels a bit uncomfortable. Fourth, practice just watching your thoughts come and go without getting carried away by them. And fifth, choose discipline over your immediate impulse. Small things, big changes.
Really, every single day, you face a choice. You can hang out in your comfort zone, which feels safe, but ultimately leads to stagnation. Or you can choose to step into the unknown. That's where you'll find progress, build real wisdom, and create a life that's full of meaning. It's a choice between being limited and being limitless. You see, the unknown isn't something to fear. It's not a big, scary, empty void. It's more like a treasure chest, just filled with all the incredible things that haven't been discovered yet. And that includes the next, more capable version of you. It's just waiting there to be explored.
So, we've laid out the map and shown you the territory. Now, it's your turn to start the adventure. It all begins with one small step, one curious question. So I'll leave you with this. Where exactly does your growth begin?